Greetings, Love Posse. Today's conversation is specifically for foundational Black Americans, Africans, Black-bodied people in the diaspora. So I have a friend, a beautiful, dear friend, and we are always having conversations about how we go about healing this rift, this disconnect and disrespect between foundational Black Americans, Africans, and other Black-bodied people in the diaspora. And this morning we were texting because I shared with Beauty an experience I recently had with an African, but I'll get to that. And she texted this morning that we need different wording. And she came up with and different wording for the work that must go into healing the disconnect. What do we call it? And she said we should call it bridging. Bridging. I love it. I love the symbolism of a bridge, right? Connecting. We have disconnect. A bridge connects, right? It joins. Ooh. Brings people together. Love it. Bridging. So much love. Many thanks to my dear friend Beauty. You can find Beauty on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. But I will tell you, her YouTube channel, her content is for Black women who love Black women. Check out Beauty's channel. Thank you, Beauty, for bridging. So I want to talk about bridging the disconnect between foundational Black Americans, Africans, and other Black-bodied people in the diaspora. It's time. I'm a visionary. I can see what's happening in the ethers, in the cosmos, in this computer-generated simulation, dreamlike reality. I can see the hand of the Divine Mother pulling us together by making us aware of what's pulling us apart. You see, there are a lot of people out there just running, flapping their gums, running their mouth, don't know history. They're just repeating like a parrot what someone else told them or what they've been taught, what they've been programmed into believing. And I'm speaking primarily about foundational Black Americans. Most people who disrespect us, who look like us in the diaspora, don't know shit about us, don't want to know, okay? And it's not everyone. Some people do. And thank you for those who do, who are trying to educate those who do not in your community. The conditioning has been that foundational Black Americans have no culture, which is ridiculous. The conditioning has been that foundational Black Americans are lazy, again, which is ridiculous. When history has shown that in this country, the United States of America, the wealth of this country from the beginning was built on the backs, the blood, the sweat, the tears of my ancestors who were captured by their tribes and sold to the colonizers, came across the Middle Passage, survived, and I'm a descendant of those resilient, brilliant, creative, strong people. So first, let's get out of the way. Africans sold my ancestors, their brothers and sisters, tribal members, whatever, for what? Weapons. So they could use against their enemies, other tribes, right? And then so we were brought, my ancestors were brought here to this country in chains, millions died across the Middle Passage, and those who survived were enslaved, raped, beaten, children stolen, sold, stripped of everything, culture, language, religion, spirit. So let's get that straight, okay? Africans, okay? Your ancestors played a part in my ancestors' enslavement, all right? Truth is truth. I've forgiven. I can forgive, okay? We have to start working on forgiveness. You do. I've already forgiven, but I'm going to speak the truth. So all the shit you've heard about us, foundational Black Americans, you've heard from our oppressors, from our colonizers, right? So are we to believe what your colonizers say about you? Think about it. It's not that difficult. In order for us to bridge, we're going to have some understanding, some compassion, some empathy, openness, respect, willingness to listen, hear, change. In order to heal the disconnect, we have to see that we've all been played against each other, that we've all been colonized, that we are not enemies of each other. And those of you who are not foundational Black Americans, being anti-foundational Black American is not going to get you any respect from the colonizers. What are you thinking? You're thinking if you diss us, if you disrespect us, that you will have proximity to whiteness. You won't. You won't. You've been played. Look at your own country. You've been played. You may not have been in chains, but you are in chains. Think about it. Free your mind. So we have to heal the disconnect. And my friend Beauty and I were talking about how do we do this? Well, one interaction, one experience at a time until we can have leaders on both sides, all sides, leaders in the United States and Africa and these other countries where they're predominantly black-bodied people who will intentionally come together to come up with a plan and take action on how we can work together and unify and heal the disconnect, the rift, and bridge us together. So last Friday, let me begin. I live in Tucson, Arizona. We have 4 farmers markets, one on Thursday, one on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. Well, Friday I was working. I'm a documentary filmmaker, and long story short, I was hired by someone to film them dancing around Tucson. Well, my client wanted to meet at the farmer's market. So we did some filming, took a break, and I'm walking around the farmer's market. I see an African business. I see 2 people who I clearly know are African, and I go to their little tent. They had a tent set up, a little booth. And I say hello, and there's a young girl and an older gentleman, and I assume she was his daughter. And later I found out she was, in fact, his daughter. But anyway, the older gentleman, and they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous people. And I go open and willing to bridge, as Beauty says, to bridge. And the older gentleman, right away, I could feel his energy. His daughter is open, she's smiling, she says hello, and he's like looking at me like, you piece of shit. You Black American piece of shit. His face, it's all, like this, and looking down on me. I could feel it. Oh, he's looking down on me. So I don't take that shit. I don't take any disrespect. I'm coming here wanting to patronize you, wanting to say hello, brother. I see you. I'm happy to see you. You're so beautiful. I want to tell him that. And he's looking down on me, and I said, I'm feeling something here. This is what I say. I'm feeling something here. I'm like, you and I are the same people. You and I are brothers and sisters. My ancestors came from Africa. That makes you a part of me and me a part of you. We are one, and we need to behave like we are one. I said, but I feel like I'm getting from you, you don't want to have any part of it. You have a problem with me. And he says, me? I have a problem with you? Yeah, you have a problem with me. I said, but it's okay. It's all right. Have a nice day. And I walked off. Well, yesterday, my client and I met at the market again to do some filming. And I wanted some shea butter. I said, I'm going to go back. I'm going to buy something from this gentleman. And the last Friday, I asked them, I asked the gentleman and his daughter, I said, what country are you from? And they told me Togo. I'm like, oh, Togo. Okay, great. So what did I do? I came home because this is what I do. I don't know what y'all do, but I came home. I researched Togo. I said, I'm going to go back to that farmer's market. I didn't know when. I didn't know it was going to be tomorrow. But I'm going to research Togo and learn something about Togo and the people of Togo. Right? Because that's what we do. You learn something about someone else so you can bridge. You may have something in common, right? So I learned something about Togo, and yesterday when I saw him, I was happy to see him. His daughter wasn't there, and he told me, oh, my daughter, that was my daughter. She's not here. She's at university. And I was like, oh, wonderful. Congratulations. And he was smiling at me this time. And I got a chance to tell him, I said, you know, you and your daughter are beautiful. Your daughter's gorgeous. You're beautiful. And he was just smiling, had just beautiful white teeth, smiling from ear to ear. I said, I want to buy some of your shea butter. And I did, right? Because I'm spending my money with people who look like me. I want to give my money, my hard-earned money, to people who look like me, right? Because I could benefit from what he's offering me. So I'm talking to him and I said, oh, I want some of your shea butter. And I said, I researched Togo, and I was telling him April 27th, 1960, Togo got its independence from France and Britain. I said originally Germany occupied or colonized Togo, and then Britain and France defeated Germany. And so they divided, Britain and France, that is, divided Togo, okay, into their areas. And he's like, yes, good job, good research. He was so happy that I learned something about his country. I was happy. See, bridging. Someone has to do it. You do it. If they don't do it, you do it. I wasn't going to wait for him. That's not me. Because I get the big picture. I see it. I see what is happening, and that we have a huge opportunity to heal the disconnect, to bridge foundational Black Americans and Africans and others in the diaspora, to create a bridge, to join together, right? Because we've all been colonized. We've all been conditioned, told lies about each other. Bridging. So I'm still holding. I bought this beautiful shea butter. Oh my God. I tried it yesterday. Already I can see a difference in my skin. It's not that crap in the stores, whatever store you go to, all the crap they make, they don't test it and make it for Black-bodied people. It's made for white-bodied people, specifically white-bodied women. This, made in Ghana, it's thick and rich. Oh my goodness. I started wearing it yesterday and I could see a difference. My skin glowing, my skin so soft, all the beneficial properties. And I am going to purchase shea butter. They had jewelry. I'm going to get some jewelry. I'm going to get a dress. I'm going to get a shirt from the gentleman from Togo at the farmer's market. And actually, they're called Togolese. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. And I believe it is the Togolese Republic. They're no longer called Togo, but I believe they are called the Togolese Republic. So I get it switched up, but I believe it's the Togolese Republic. Yeah. Anyway, I have my shea butter. Now listen, Black women, Black-bodied women, listen. This is what you want to put on your skin. when I was a lawyer and I was making six figures and I was like, I'm all this, I would go to Saks, okay? I would go to Saks, Fifth Avenue, in the Domain, in Austin, Texas, right? I would buy Lemire, right? Lip gloss, cost $30. I would buy the cleanser, whatever, for my face, $70. Okay, I didn't have a problem buying what I wanted. But it was chemicals, not made for my skin, my melanin, not made for me by people who look like me. This is made for people who look like me, who look like us, made by people who look like us. Look at this, look at this, look at this beautiful sister right here on the label. Let me read to you the history. He gave me this sheet. Next time I'm going to get his name. We didn't get to names. We were in steps. I'm pretty sure I'll be eating at his house at some point. Okay, so let me give you some of the history of 100% pure shea butter. For centuries, 100% pure shea butter, Africa's golden gift, has been the mainstay of African pharmacology in the harsh sun of 19 African nations. Traditionally, it's been used as a decongestant, anti-inflammatory for sprains, arthritis, healing salve, but the powerful protective, healing, nourishing, moisturizing, anti-aging properties of 100% pure shea butter have always been most valued for superior skin and hair care, repair, and rejuvenation. This is what goes into creating 100% pure shea butter. The shea tree, I didn't even know it was a shea tree. The shea tree takes 40 to 50 years to mature, grows 15 to 20 meters high, and it can live up to 300 years. It gives up its fruit in the summer. The sacredness. The shea nuts are harvested by the co-op women, sun-dried for up to a week, hand-crushed, roasted to dehydrate them, kneaded for several hours, passed through a cheesecloth filter to remove nut skins, leaves, or dirt, then made into 100% pure, unrefined shea butter. This method retains the natural, pure ingredients ideal for all natural, intensive skin. You think that shit in Saks compares to this, is better than this for our skin? You think that shit in these places where you go buy the shit that they make in the lab and they sell to you, and it's not even made for you, it's made for white-bodied women. This right here comes from the motherland, sold to me by a beautiful man from Togo and his beautiful daughter. Made from nuts from a tree that lives up to 300 years, that takes 40 to 50 years to grow. Hell yeah, I'm gonna buy this. Yeah, can you even fathom the sacredness of this? Our homeland, our ancestors' homeland. We may not have been there, but it's on my bucket list to go to Ghana. I may have to go to Togo. This is amazing. And this lists 55 reasons to use pure shea butter. Anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, athlete's foot, blemishes, burns, capillary circulation, cell regeneration and rejuvenation, chapped skin, chapped lips, cold sores, colds, a little in each nostrils for relief, cracked and dry heels, cracked and dry hands, elbows, knees, cracked and dry knuckles, cuticles, fingertips, and on, dandruff, dermatitis, on and on and on. Pets, skin infections, dry skin. For pets, I have a fur baby. I'm gonna put some on my little fur baby. Oh my goodness, wrinkles, wounds, damaged sun, damaged skin. Shea butter from Ghana, sold to me from my brother from Togo. Bridging. We are family. I am you, you are me, right? I am because you are Ubuntu. We're family. We have to begin bridging. Stop all this nonsense, right? Apologize. Say, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Know better so you can do better. Research, learn. We have to educate each other, about our histories. If you are not a foundational Black American, stop saying we don't have any culture when you wearing our culture, dancing our culture, right? Speaking our culture, our slang. Stop it. I don't know how many people I see give each other the dap. And that's what it was originally called, the dap, before it was appropriated and white-bodied people started calling the fist bump. It's dap, okay? Dap. That came from foundational Black Americans. This, fists up in there, foundational Black Americans. Come on now. We have to stop this ignorance. Educate each other, educate ourselves, break the chains of conditioning. Okay? Nobody's better than anyone else. We're all been colonized, all been disrespected, discriminated against, belittled, okay? Come on now. We have to begin to bridge. I've started it. Will you? Will you start to bridge? Will you reach out? Somebody has to start it. If not you, then who? Again, I want to thank my beautiful friend, Beauty. Her love for Africa and African people and African music and African food. She shared with me, and she's a foundational Black American. But our getting to know each other, this is one aspect that she has consistently shared with me, introducing me to Africa. Because she loves Africa so much. She introduced me to this beautiful amazing, amazing, badass singer-songwriter. She's a music therapist. Her name is Njoki Karu. Njoki Karu. Njoki Karu. She's on YouTube. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's start a new relationship, or let's just start a relationship. Okay, we've been relating, and not in a loving, kind, compassionate way. We're all in the same boat. And we, as foundational Black Americans, we don't need people who look like us, even though we have it in our own community, but people who look like us in other parts of the world coming down on us, espousing your own anti-Blackness. We don't need it, you see, because we know the truth. The evidence is there. You just have to look for it. You will have to want to look for it. The evidence is there. Okay? Black-bodied women, foundational Black-bodied Americans, the most educated group in the United States. That doesn't come from being lazy. That doesn't come from being unintelligent. That doesn't come from not having focus or discipline. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Some of this stuff is simple, okay? I don't want to be condescending. I don't want to insult anybody's intelligence. But some of this shit is just simple. So if it's that simple and you can easily research and learn the history of what foundational Black Americans have created in this country, how this country became wealthy, a financial superpower because of the blood, sweat, and tears, hard work of Black-bodied people. You can easily look that up. And if you're not, ask yourself why. Why? If you're just flapping your gums and you don't have all the information and putting foundational Black-bodied people down, why? Why? Is it jealousy? Is it envy? Is it your own self-hatred? What? Why? Conditioning. Educate yourself. You've been conditioned to look down on us. And you don't want to accept that a people that were stolen and sold and brought to this country and stripped of everything were able to build something so great that it's stolen, copied, appropriated, whatever descriptive word you want to use, verb you want to use, around the world. Our music, our fashion, our food, our slang, the way we walk, the way we carry ourselves, our spirit. They can't get that. That's what they don't have. They haven't been able to steal that and rebrand it and sell it to everybody else and try to sell it back to us. They can't. They can't. Yeah. All around the world. All around the world. We're there, foundational Black Americans. Our culture. We have a culture. We've created a culture from no culture. And that's what we have. And that's what everybody wants. And everybody's copying and stealing, rebranding as their own, and then saying they don't have a culture. Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. We, foundational Black Americans, Africans, and other members of the diaspora, it's in our best interests to build bridges between us. It's in our best interests to build bridges between us. Even in Africa, when I travel in Europe, and my mother and my sister and I are going to take a trip to Europe, and we're purchasing the Euro Rail Pass and going to 3 to 5 countries. I haven't decided yet because I'm the one planning it. Why isn't that in Africa? Why isn't there a continental train, right, rail, where you can go to each country? I mean, pulling economy together, pulling resources, power together. I mean, you talk about economics, that right there. Why aren't you guys doing that? Why are you guys separated in your own continent with all these false borders, false borders here in the United States, false borders over there in Africa? Be a leader. Be a leader in terms of humanity. You want to be respected? Respect yourself. Be a leader. Foundational Black Americans, we need to get our shit together. Energetically, there's no separation. We're just in these individualized forms, all expressions of the Divine Mother, all earth. You see, another conditioning that we are separate from each other. Quantum physics says we are entangled, the entanglement theory. There's no separation except in the mind, except what we've been told. We've been lied to. We've been lied to about so much, but more importantly, in terms of this conversation, we've been lied to about each other. So let's begin bridging. Bridging. I challenge you, foundational Black Americans, Africans, other members of the Black diaspora, I challenge all of you to begin bridging. Right here. I've started right here in Tucson, Arizona, bridging with an African immigrant from Togo who's beautiful and who I will be giving my Black American dollars to. Yes, I will. Okay? Support each other, love each other, help each other to heal. That means having conversations and then going beyond the conversations and taking action, listening to each other, right? Listening with an open heart. open mind, listening with one spirit, because we are one spirit. We are Mother Earth. Look at us. We are all earth, life. Again, I invite all of you to accept my challenge to begin bridging. Ubuntu.